Things keep getting crazier as this deadline is coming up quick. Things are absolutely insane, and these players are available. Padres are looking. Let's talk about it. Hi, welcome back to another episode of Padres Digest with your host, Andrew. It is the next morning for you guys. Currently, it is about to be midnight. So just to be clear, if anything happens between now and whenever this gets posted at like 7 in the morning, I'm sorry. If anything's out of date, I gotta sleep at some point. But there's so much going on. So much that I want to give you guys a little bit of recap of some rumors and some stuff. I just put out the Mason Miller video because I haven't talked about him before, and I think he's a huge name. So he has his own video. Watch that. It's like literally the last one. So right now, or the latest one, I should say. Right now, let's just talk about things that are Padres related and attached to, and maybe some outside factor trades that could affect the Padres. So a lot to talk about. Please subscribe. A lot of videos are going to come out today. So strap in. 3 p.m. for us. 3 p.m. PST is the trade deadline. So, wow. A lot's going to happen. So, big news. Padres are pursuing Jarren Duran still. We'll talk about that. Steven Kwan and Mason Miller. We just talked about Mason Miller. And we also saw this. I thought I posted it. I guess not. Hold on. Let me find it. I'm gonna find it. Okay, I guess I didn't add it. My bad. But the Astros, we've talked about it before already, but the Astros are super in on Cease. Super in on Cease. Like that's his top target right now. The Astros' top target is Dylan Cease. Thought I had that. My bad. I guess I didn't. But also the Guardians are trying to move both Steven Kwan and Shane Bieber per source. Bieber made his 4th rehab start on Tuesday, striking out 7 with no walks in 4 innings. He's returning from Tommy John, has a $16 million player option, $4 million buyout for 2026. So, still got it. Minor leagues, but, you know, he could still have it. But this also, big news, big deal. NL West in battle brewing for all-star outfielder Steven Kwan, Padres and Dodgers, and maybe other outside the division. So once again, as always, like what happened with Max Scherzer a couple years ago, Padres and Dodgers are battling for the same player. And it's good, but it's also bad, right? So if we get him, great, right? But if we don't get him, usually what happens in like very close battles like this is that we make them bid more for a player than they would normally. Kind of like when you go like an art auction or like any kind of auction, you keep bidding and whoever gets the biggest bid obviously spends the most. So if we do lose this battle, at least the Dodgers are going to have to spend a lot to the Guardians. And I'm assuming both of us would want a package for Shane Bieber in a deal like this, even if we don't, right? I mean, it's still a good deal, Steven Kwan. I know he's not everyone's favorite. I know he's basically not glorified Luis Arraez. I think a better Luis Arraez with better defense and a little bit more control. But we've talked about Steven Kwan before. I have a video from him a week, sometime this week, I think it was. So watch that if you want more in-depth analysis on that. But yes, Padres, 28th in home runs in the MLB, need to overpay for Steven Kwan, 770 OPS with 9 homers. Yes, please. I love it. That's sarcasm, if you couldn't tell. But yeah, I did have it here. Okay, my bad. So yeah, we want Steven Kwan. I do want Steven Kwan. I don't know if he's my favorite, but I'll take him. But the Padres, they want him. The Dodgers, they want him. A lot of people want him right now, and it makes sense. Guardians are selling, and they're pissed off. They're all pissed off. Their fans, the fans are all pissed off at them. Twitter is destroying Guardians ownership. But yeah, Steven Kwan, big name, would be exciting to get. And like I said, Astros are making a big push for Dylan Cease. One source saying that's Houston's main target. So this is a player that we could possibly get, Steven Oker. I don't know if they'd want to trade him for him, but he's a left-hander with a under 3 ERA, and we could use a left-hander. I mean, all we really had that's super effective is Morejon. Wandy Peralta has been good. Yuki has been Pookie. Yuki Pookie has been Dookie, is what I meant to say. So he could be a big help, right? If Mason Miller's not acquired, he could be a big help. But I also have some more names that I want to present to you guys. I'll show you this article in a sec. It's from the same article I used for the Mason Miller stuff. But Steven Oker, stats are more closed up. 2.98 ERA. Looking good. A little older, but that's fine. Spencer Arrighetti was a name. Arrighetti? I don't know how to speak. But he was a name I saw on Twitter. Young guy. He's on the IL right now, but only like 15-day IL, I think. I know his regular season stats don't look great, right? But he's 25 years old. If anyone can fix a 25-year-old, it is Ruben Niebla. And then Victor Caratini, we've talked about before. He's their backup catcher. I don't know if they'd want to give him away, but his stats are definitely better than what we have right now. I think he has more home runs combined than both Diaz and Maldonado. But like I said, Diaz and Maldonado have been playing good recently. And these are the Astros' top 10 prospects as of now. We could probably get one of them, hopefully, if we trade for, or if we give them Dylan Cease. I don't know much about a lot of them, but they're all possible players, right? The ones that intrigue me, Jacob Melton, who's in the MLB. I don't know if they'd want to give him up, but he's an outfielder, right? AAA Miguel Ulola, maybe. Kevin Alvarez, rookie ball, still pretty young, so probably not. Joseph Sullivan, AA, maybe not, but outfielders. I think we'd probably want someone who's in AAA or Major League. So Bryce Matthews, I would take Bryce Matthews. I don't know who he is, but I would take him. You know what I mean? I don't think they'd give him up, but I would take him. But yeah, those are some possible things we can get back from the Dylan Cease trade if it happens. Hello, Stephen Kwan. If it happens, right? Not saying it will, saying it could. And then I saw, okay, well, let me read that quote actually that I forgot to show you guys. So we'll talk about that in a sec. But the Padres, working with limited financial flexibility, are also discussing the possibility of moving starting pitcher and pending free agent Dylan Cease. Duran and Kwan would similarly fit within the Padres' budget goals. Duran is earning $3.75 million with an $8 million team option for 2026. That would go away if he is traded before next season. Duran remains arbitration eligible through 2028. Kwan, who's a club controlled through 2027, is making $4.18 million. So very much controllable assets that are not super expensive, which is exactly what we're looking for. I just don't know if we have the prospect capital to make kind of trade like that. And I saw a tweet discussing maybe having a third team involved. And there's already been a 3-team trade happening yesterday. I'll show you that in a sec. So a third team coming in could help us. I don't know if they will, but we'll see. We'll see, right? We'll see. Things are getting crazy. And let's look at the other trades real quick. I'm not going to go over all of them, right? But the big ones just happened was Mariners got Eugenio Suarez, which is great for us because Arizona now sucks and we're about to play him. So that's great. Brian Hayes is off the thingy. Dodgers got a catcher and a pitcher. I don't know who they are, but Zach Littell went to the Reds. Yeah, Zach Littell went to the Reds. He's a good pitcher. Johan Duran went to the Phillies. And Mets got a butt ton of pitchers that are really good. Angels might be buying, which means they're probably not going to sell on Taylor Ward or Joe Adell or anybody to me, which is crazy to me, but Angels want to buy, they want to buy. Boston got a pitcher. Tigers got some infielders. Cubs got Mike Soroka, infielder for Ramon Urias. To the Astros, I saw Austin Slater got moved, I think today or yesterday. And for you guys, yesterday or 2 days ago. So some big things happening that could possibly affect this. The biggest things are the super volatile relief market right now and closer market right now. And like we talked about in the Mason Miller video, if there's ever a time to trade Suarez, it is literally right now. Not that I'm not saying that we should, but if we do somehow get Mason Miller, absolutely, my voice cracked, sorry. Absolutely, goodbye Robert Suarez, 100%. Not that I want him to, but absolutely, he should be gone if we get Mason Miller. But yeah, or we technically can keep him, right? I just don't know why we would do that, in my opinion. But yeah, those are the moves that happened today. And then I kind of teased this already. I want you to know this isn't really a worthy source, so I didn't put too much stock into it, but we can read it, right? Mock Bomb, I have no idea who they are. But sources, keep an eye out on the Padres and a potential three-way trade that could net them catcher Adley Rutschman. Padres are dangling Cease and Suarez, have been told they are enamored with the idea of bringing Rutschman to solidify their catching position. So here's why this is probably a bullcrap claim. Orioles do not want rental players. Why would they? They're tanking. They're playing horribly. Why would they want Dylan Cease and Robert Suarez? A 3-team trade, maybe that changes things. Maybe the Astros would give the Orioles some prospects and we'll give them Cease and Suarez. They don't really need Suarez, though. They have Josh Disgusting, didn't want to pitch for us very well, hater. So, I don't know. I mean, I'd like Adley Rutschman, but I don't know what the Orioles would want that we have besides Leo DeVries. And no way in absolute hell should we trade Leo DeVries. Salas, fine, depending on the player. If it gets us Mason Miller or something, fine, right? Leo DeVries is our future, right? No way should you trade him. AJ Preller, get that out of your head. If I swear to God, if I wake up tomorrow and I see a trade and the first name I see is, or I guess the second name I see is Leo DeVries, I am crashing out. I don't care if you got us Mike frickin' Trout. Do not trade this man. Do not trade our glorious young king, Leo DeVries. I'm talking to you, Preller. I swear to God, I know where you work. Watching you. Okay, sorry. Padres are only 3 out of the NL West and a couple in the final wildcard spot, with AJ Preller about to add multiple additions at the trade deadline. So we're pretty good standing right now. Dodgers, we're coming for you. League, we're scaring you. AJ Preller is fueled on Red Bull, caffeinated drinks, and maybe hot Cheetos or Doritos. He's going to stay up all night. I swear to God, there's going to be a trade that's going to happen while I'm asleep. But whenever a trade breaks, me or Christian are going to come out there. We're going to make a ton of videos on it. We're going to post as much as humanly possible tomorrow, so be prepared. If we don't post a video, check the post tab for more smaller news, because I've been typing out little post-trade stuff. So, yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Good morning. Happy trade deadline day. I'm going to bed. I am exhausted. But let me know how you guys feel about these possible trades. Do you hate them? Do you love them? What would you rate them? Should we trade Leo DeVries for someone good, or should we hold on to him for dear life? And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And as always, go Padres. Goodbye.